me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, we bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Broncos lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Browns, who will need to be stout up front.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Kaiser on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Kaiser now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll throw here. Kaiser throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Riddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level. Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well. And in this early round, the defense wins. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They go play action now. Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, Lynch. Down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Myles Garrett in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end. You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended? In a punt. Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day. This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long. Agreed. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And to give this time to the tailback, down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. First and goal from the 8. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The play clock's running down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down, here's Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This is Rolls. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing, Lynch, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lynch now throwing on third. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 11-yard line. Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle here to Coates. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not that. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Let's go. Back to the Philly. Here we go. Good.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another. time with that run.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw now on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw here. Now he's forced out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. On fourth down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense, because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
This is taken at the 3. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go again with Rawls. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Play action. It's Lynch. Now he'll escape to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They'll hand to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line. On second down, Rawls. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run with Rawls, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on second. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He finds an opening past the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Lynch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. To throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hope.
And a loose football. Ross loses it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Off often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. 4 down. Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way And touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the lead is now 13. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Shift together here from the D-line.
No, check. All right, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Browns' offense trotting back onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. Some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge? Or the thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watching now, Barney.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. A running play for Rawls. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Lynch on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go now.
One last shot for Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you